This is about wealth, the mistakes, not how to do it properly. So, your first salary was supposed to be the beginning of your wealth, correct? Instead, it quietly started the exact habits that will keep you broke for the next 10 years, possibly, and you never felt it happen. Think about it honestly. Before your first income, you survived on almost nothing. Now you earn many times that, and somehow, at the end of every month, you are at zero again or have that anxiety again. More money came in, nothing stayed. Remember the first time money landed in your account? You checked the balance twice, maybe thrice. It felt like a door opening. You celebrated, of course, you did. You did earn it though. Celebration is mandatory then. A better phone, better food, better plans. Fast forward a few months, the salary still comes. The door feeling is gone, and the month is somehow always longer than the money. Most people think this is a discipline problem. It isn't. Something specific happened in those first few months. Your salary didn't just buy things, it bought you a new identity. And identities are expensive to maintain. Here's the part nobody warns you about at 20. Before you earned, spending had a natural break. You simply didn't have money. The first salary removes that break and replaces it with a question you would never face or you have never faced. I earn now, so why not? And I earn now justifies the rest of the life. The upgrade isn't the danger, the justification is, because it works on every purchase forever. Watch what happens to almost every first job person. Month 1, the celebration spending, fair, given. Month 3, the celebration level has become the normal level. Month 6, the normal level needs its own upgrades. Their expenses didn't rise once. They learn to rise automatically, invisibly, exactly as fast as income. There's a name for this. Whatever you earn, life expands to swallow it. Nobody decides this. It's the default setting. And look at the pattern across everyone you know. The friend earning double who's just as broke, the senior with the big salary and bigger EMIs, the couple earning 4 times what their parents did, saving less than them. Income went up everywhere, wealth didn't. Because income and wealth are not the same skill. And the reason you never learned the second skill was never an accident. Think deeply. Think about what your entire training prepared you for. School taught you to earn marks, college taught you to earn a degree, the degree taught you to earn a salary, 20 years of training, all of it about getting the money. Not 1 hour about what happens after it arrives. So your first salary landed in an account owned by someone who had been trained to receive money and never once trained to keep it.
The effigy has no song, only echoes. But why does the
That's
effigy
the
avoid
trap
the
hiding
windows?
inside the
Attention. Your
celebration.
brain's
The
operations
day
are
you
outside
become
typical
the
parameters.
day you
Time spent
became an
daydreaming will
earner,
be deducted from your
you
sustenance
almost
budget.
you also became a spender with a license, and only one of those identities had 20 years of training behind it. This is why the poorer version of you, the student, could survive on scraps, and the richer version can't survive on a salary. The student had no license to spend, the earner has nothing but the license. More money didn't make you better, with money. It just made the untrained part of you louder. Now, here's what I would tell my own 20-year-old or my 20-year-old self, because I did exactly this. I remember how fast the first salary stopped feeling like an event. The first one felt like a festival. By the sixth, it was just a notification already spoken for before it arrived. And here's what I didn't see back then: I wasn't spending money, I was spending the decade. Every month that ended at a zero Every month that ended at zero wasn't a neutral month. It was a month of compounding that never started. Because that's the real cost, not the purchase. Time is the only unfair advantage a 20-year-old has. Money kept at 20 has 3 decades to multiply. Money kept at 40 has 1 decade. So the habits installed by your first salary don't cost you their price tag. They cost you the multiplier. The most expensive thing you can do in your 20s is having nothing left over every single month while feeling fine about it. So here's one rule that would have changed my decade. So here's the one rule that would have changed my decade. First, catch the default in the act. At the end of this month, ask one question: where did the difference go? The difference between what the student you needed the difference between what the student you needed and what the earner you spent. That gap is your real salary, and right now its destination is decided by nobody. The reframe is one behavior, and it happens before payday, not after. The night before your salary lands, decide its split on paper in 1 minute. And the reason you can't decide it, because it's already has its own ways. So that has to stop, which we have been speaking about. What leaves for living, what stays, even if what stays is small, you have to do it. Not because the amount matters yet, because the order matters. Money that has a destination before it arrives doesn't ask you why not. You are not budgeting, you are taking back the license. Because your first salary only made you poorer, while it was the one deciding who you are. Decide first, and the same salary starts building the other identity, the one nobody trained. And if you're wondering why 20 years of education skipped the one subject you use every single day and the most important one, that's the next video we have: why school taught you everything except money. Watch it next.